welcome back to Me versus Myself podcast. My name is Jesus Alejandro Guillen, and this is the podcast where I talk about me and the internal struggle of me versus myself in hopes of providing you insight into my vulnerabilities, but also insight into the importance of what addressing those feelings can do for you, for example. So let's just get right into it, dude. I got an impulse to record a podcast. I want to say maybe like 20 minutes ago, and from the time that from then to now, dude, it's been a little bit of a struggle because little audio, whatever. Regardless, you don't care, but had a little bit of technical difficulties, but got the old setup going right now, dude, and only the OGs know that I used to record my podcast like on this, and I even got a little boom thing now, dude. So, dude, it's crazy. The the past month has been very like the whole year, honestly. I know this was the year of learning, and it definitely has been the year of learning a lot about myself. Um, bro, like I don't even know really where to begin as far as like the changes I'm going through. But here, let's give it a crack. Let's get a crack at it. Is that the right at it? Is that the right? Let's give it a crack. Or let's give it a crack. I believe that's the word. Um, Exercise health wise, I'm feeling really well. My bone is healing. Well, my bone's healed. My scar is doing its thing. My bone is hanging in there. It's pretty like up, down, left, right. Mobility's here, perfect. We got really good mobility still. My strength, it's still very well. I do notice that I'm scared to hang on this side only. Like mentally, there's something I need to overcome there. Um, when I hang on my right hand, which is the right side that I broke, I feel weaker. Maybe it's in my head. Maybe it is actual strength that I need to build up. Um, Jiu-jitsu, you see the geese up there, fucking ready to go. Like my what do you call it? My costume, like I'm a superhero. They just got their shit and there's an emergency. They get their costume on and they're out the door. Pretty much what I'm going for with that setup. Dude, I don't know where to begin because I feel like I have so much to say and so much that I've been wanting to say, but I haven't really had the chance to write down or I don't know when the last time I recorded. I can't even tell you that. Like, was I back from Austin? I think I talked to you guys about Austin, Texas, right? Doesn't ring a bell, bro. Oh yeah, that's literally the podcast name. I think it was the last one was called Oh yeah. When I wrote it that like when I finished typing it, I had wrote Oh yeah, and it's on my desktop and it said Oh yeah. Dude, life is good, man. If there's really nothing for me to complain about. There is a lot of leaps I've been making in terms of like development and growth, mindset, personal development, spiritual growth. What do you want to call it? Like inner child work being done. Um, Dude, first off, I want to say shout out to Jody. Jody talks and he's a subscriber of the channel. He's been a subscriber for a while, and he recommended this book a few podcasts ago called "How to Do the Work" by Dr. Nicole something. You can find it with that, like Nicole, how to do the work. How it's called like how to heal from your past and recognize the pattern, something like that. Something to do with how a lot of the reason why you are the way you are right now is because of you just a year ago, 2 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, little kid me, all of that, all the things that he saw and learned to deal with and learned to, kind of grasp some sort of idea of understanding it. that little Jesus is me right now. And still, to this day, I don't know, it's not like, it's, you don't really know what's going on, and you're just trying to make what you can and control, I guess, what you can control, and make sense of what you can with what it is your life, with what your life is. Um, and yeah, so there's been a lot of instances where I've reflected and got to understand and come to peace with certain things that came up with me. I feel like, dude, there's certain things that like I know I should say out loud, but just the internal work that I've been doing, it's like I'm at a really peaceful place with a lot, basically all the things that have happened to me up to this point, up to this past month, up to literally right now. I'm very happy with it, and thankfully being able to look back and recognize certain things from my childhood that I could see repeat themselves as I've grown up, and to be able to look back, a year or 2 years back into my life to where I am now. A lot's fucking changed, and a lot has happened that at the time was so catastrophic, but now it's like, dude, I am so at peace with everything that has happened to me. And I forgive everybody that, hurt me. And I forgive myself for hurting, letting myself be hurt and continue to, to feel the hurt. I want to just say thank you to everything that has happened to me up to this point. And I'm extremely grateful for it. And I'm extremely grateful for where my family is at in terms of mm, maybe mindset and just, as the saying goes, like what I guess, the person you are is what you bring out of other people. And I've been trying really hard to become this person that people look up to, that people want to follow, that people want to listen to, through results, through action, and through discipline. I've learned a little about a lot of things that have made me knowledgeable about certain topics, that have made me very, more valuable in a sense. I want to share all of this with the world, and this is what I'm doing. There's been a lot on my mind in terms of content. Like I said, I'm back training jujitsu, so I kind of want to start doing fitness, like not well, I guess fitness, but it's just my life, bro. Like literally, my life is train jujitsu, podcast, train jujitsu, walk the dogs, hang out with the lady, like it's fucking take some dabaroos. That's it, dude. Like that's it. Go camping, bro. Like go to the beach. My life's very simple, and I'm at the point where it's like I just need to get like not even clear because I guess the more vivid I make this picture that I have in my head that I've been having glimpses of since I was, younger and a little bit, a little bit, how can I say that? A little bit past. I've told myself this story about how I'm going to be successful and how I want to get X and Y and do X and Y, but I haven't had the clearest idea of what that looks like. If I can really, really get an idea and get an idea of how long it'll take me to do those things, like an actual like breakdown, like a me sit down and all right, Jesus, what's up? Like, what the fuck do you want? How are we gonna get those things? And what do I need to do to get those things? It's just gotta get clear on all of those fucking things. Because if I know, like, I just gotta get clear on what I want. Because like this is the brief the what do you want to call it? The gist of everything. it's basically the life I live now, but financially free. Where it's like I have fucking, I don't give a fuck here. Let's go here. I want to buy this. I want to spend money here. I want to eat this. I want to go here. I want to go to this concert. I want to go see fucking this guy jump over a boat in fucking Italy or something. I don't know. Like that's the kind of lifestyle I want. I want the freedom to do whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it. And that's pretty much what my life is like right now. Like not gonna lie, like 95 maybe percent. Maybe not 95. That's a fucking that's a maybe like 70, 60, maybe 60. I can just go out, just do that, but there's the 40% that I haven't earned that I need to get clear on and be like, all right, this is what I'm doing. This is what I need to do every day to do those things, and I'm gonna stick to this until X day. Just the same way I was committed to doing 100 days THC free, 100 days of doing these certain small actions every day to get me where I'm going. Because that's been a big change in my philosophy in terms of my business, in terms of like reading, in terms of learning overall, and just in general everything. Uh, the when it comes to something new, when it comes to something that's like hard for you to do, you're not. It's not logical. It's not logical for you to be like, you know what? It's not logical. For example, for someone to be like, hey, I want to start getting in shape. So tomorrow I'm going to run a mile in the morning, then lift weights, and then I'm gonna do bicycle riding every week, every day. Like someone that hasn't done that isn't gonna fucking be able to do that. And not to say that they're not gonna do it ever. They can get there, but it's more sustainable for you to be like, okay, well I'm going to run and then ride my bike or something like like start slow and start incrementally like baby, baby, baby. Because here, I wish I had both of my hands right now. Um, Here, let's put the mic down. So the difference here, right? Welcome class. So the difference here. This person is doing baby steps, right? I wish there was a better way to articulate this. Okay, this person is doing baby steps. This person is not doing anything. All right. They start at the same time, but Mr. Baby Steps takes baby 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 baby. And by the time you're here, the same baby steps that got you here, you're a lot more used to. So instead of one maybe 1 mile a day, not even that, just baby steps. He's doing. Oh well, I can do that much in this much time. So those baby steps turn into because you're getting better at it and you're doing it. So you're automatically getting fucking like way over there by just doing those small baby steps rather than like trying to fucking jump all the way over there and then you don't even maybe you end up here and you stay there for a good year and baby passes you again and then you get motivation. You're like, fucking, I'm gonna jump again. I'm gonna just fucking, I'm motivated. I'm gonna do it. And you just fall right here and baby, and dude, baby steps and everything. And that's what's really helped me recover. I've done a lot of like research and been learning a lot about addiction, and I used to like tell myself I was addicted to THC. So that led me to create this sort of dilemma of like, oh, I'm addicted, but I don't want to be addicted. But it's like I'm not addicted at all. Like what? Like I'm not. The fact is, I can become very dependent on it after weeks on end. It doesn't mean I'm addicted, right? This is what I think. I don't really give a fuck whether you think I'm right or not. But um, well, I lost my train of thought there. Um, so I'm not necessarily addicted. There's just certain loops, certain time periods where I catch myself being on the fucking hamster wheel, you know? And I know I don't have to be on the hamster wheel. Like I can just kick it in the cage and, do other shit, but there's something there, you know? And it's not necessarily the weed that yes, I am consuming weed, but I'm consuming weed because I'm running away from something. So what the fuck am I running away from, you know? Look internal. I'm looking internal. It's not so much the weed. It's not so much like I can go 1,000 days without smoking, and then 1,001 day comes along and I start smoking, and then it's like the next 30 days or 40 days, a year is me smoking. So like that's not in my idea of it. That's not the way for me to recover from my addiction. It's just a dependency that I catch myself trapped in certain times. But there's a way out, you know? I literally did 100 days, not maybe like 60 days ago. And it's been like 60 days on. So, anyways. But regardless, like, um, it's not so much about like, for me, it's not so much about like, oh, I did this amount sober. It's just, dude, like I would write down like, oh, I'm gonna be sober, and then like, okay, I would be sober, but then I would drink more, and I would do like, other shit, just because I'm sober off weed. Like what? That doesn't fucking make sense. So it's like, no, I'm not sober. I'm just not dependent on any fucking exterior substances or people or things. That's literally it. That's the solution to my addiction, you can call it. Like, bro, like, dude, I just cracked the fucking code, brother. The government's coming for me, dude. It's over. No, but in all seriousness, it's very different for everybody. And like I said, everyone has their reasons to do whatever they do. But it's not so much about judging based on why. It's not. You shouldn't judge a person just because, oh, that guy fucking smokes weed. He's a fucking loser. It's like, oh, he smokes weed because he gets stressed out because this, or he copes with it. I don't know. You don't know anyone's fucking story, so why are you coping? And we're all fucking adults here, bro. Like, no one's fucking judging. So let people do their thing. And if it works for them, genuinely makes them feel better, and they're not hurting people, and maybe they're not being productive, who gives a fuck? It's not your life, dude. It's not your choices to be making or really even caring about. So, yeah. That was very nice to say. I would just like to take a moment and take a deep breath there, because that was kind of something I've been wanting to play out, play out. Um, but what else? What else? What else? What else? I saw Tame Impala this week. Tame Impala on Tuesday. Dude, ooh, I just got goosebumps, bro. What the fuck? I just got goosebumps, dude. Oh my, that was such a good experience, man. That makes me feel warm inside, dude. That's crazy. Just the memory of that. Oh, it was so nice, dude. I went with Carlos, Ignacio, and my boy Oscar. Carlos, Ignacio, and my boy Oscar, and I. And we did our thing, That shit was. I was. Oh my god! Don't even remind me, bro, cause I'll start crying, bro. Fuck, that was such a good concert. It was so good. It was so fucking good. That's it, dude. If you get the chance to see Tame Impala, bro, please. Ignacio and I are gonna pull up to every fucking concert that he has here. That's gonna be the tradition, even when we're like fucking 60. If Ken Parker's still performing, bro, we're pulling up to that shit. No fucking cap. Every year, bro. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, it's such a good show. It's such a good set. The lights shows are awesome. I'm going to another concert Wednesday to see Crumb. Los Retros, and Chicano Batman. Uh, to be honest, Chicano Batman, I really fuck with, but I haven't really dove into their music like that. So I'm kind of like a not a fake fan, but I don't know enough. I don't know a lot. Crumb, I know several songs too. Los Retros, I know a fair amount too. So hey, I know a fair amount of all the song of the artists' music that are going. I got those tickets maybe a little while ago. They weren't even that expensive, and that's just what I've like very grateful and glad that I've been doing for myself. Like not only am I doing like baby steps in certain aspects of my life, like I'm rewarding myself with certain things that are gonna keep giving me those things, right? Like me doing certain reward or me giving myself certain rewards are investments for me to continue going. Like I'm just at a very happy place in I guess you can say I'm at a balanced place, and this is just like it's like a new beginning because this is like I'm taking on the world after being in hiding. I've been in, like the injury was very like the collarbone injury was super super like valuable to my mental, my physical, spiritual, like just my health, my whole health and my mindset in general. Like it's helped me like not only like just kind of relax, but also like in a sense I'm motivated to keep going. And well, even though I've been broken collarbone and I haven't been training jujitsu, I've still been walking. I've still been, and for the past month I've been doing like a lot of body weight stuff. So I feel good. My body feels real great. Um, Mentally, like I said, I feel great. I got a rig, guys. So we taking dabs and shit here and there. Today I took my first dab. I mean, not my first dab, but my first dab off the personal rig. Got to say, it was quite nice. But yeah, man, bada bing, bada boom. That's it. The room, you see the new room setup though? Do you guys remember how the old setup was? Remember, I used to sit with my couch on. Well, the couch is this, bro. The couch is my couch bed. I just be moving that shit on and off. But with this setup, it works. It's fine if it just stays at the bed. So no complaints there. Uh, the shelf's still doing their thing. It's still doing their thing. Um, and yeah, guys. What else can I tell you? What else can I let you know? I'm training jujitsu again, taking it real slow. Here, I guess talk about my jujitsu game plan. Um, well, because of not even the scheduling, but because of my the things that I'm planning on for moving forward, as far as like that freedom that I want to give myself, I do need to maybe. Well, right now the schedule is not training jujitsu in the morning and just waiting until the afternoon. Like jujitsu class being a reward for my work day. You know, like that daily promise, keeping that daily promise of X thing for my business grants me jujitsu. It's like a little loop there. And well, yeah, because I'm not training jujitsu 3 times a fucking day anymore right now, just because of the way classes are at the gym. I don't know, like I'm okay with just doing fucking 6 days a week, but like 6 days, you know. But when you think about it, it's kind of crazy, dude. I don't. Let's reflect a little bit, dude. I was training jujitsu at 6 a.m. Then I would train at 9 a.m. Sometimes 8:30, sometimes 9:30. Then I would train at 7 p.m. So I was doing 3 hour sessions of jujitsu every day. I'm so glad I gave myself that, dude. I love the way I prioritize what I like to do, and I'm so glad for like I said, all the things that have happened to me that I'm at a place where it's just, dude, I'm happy. I'm becoming more self-sufficient. That's what 2022 is the year of self-sufficiency. Definitely excited for that. And well, just in general, man, like from like that book I was telling you guys that Jody told us to read. Um, it's helped me reflect and stand up for myself and look back and be there for me and come to peace with all of the little stories I used to tell myself. Come to peace with why I did the things that I did, understanding and being able to look back and be like, oh, that's why I dated this person, or that's why I dated this person's best friend because I was seeking that external validation. I always knew that I was seeking external validation, but when it came time to reflect and be like, as a child, did you ever want to feel seen or heard? And I was just like, because, dude, like, yes, like, that's me, bro. That's literally fucking me. It's literally me. As a kid, I was me, but also, I had to be like my older brother. And that's not nothing against him, nothing against anyone. This is just the way this is my truth. I had to be like him in certain aspects, like for example, music. Ignacio really liked music, so I had to learn music. And then my dad was like, "Well, you can make money playing music, so you're gonna play music." And I was 8 years old, and I, I was like, I don't want to play music, but he's like, "No, I'm gonna make you play music." Because if you don't do what I want you to do, you're not gonna do what you want to do. And there was just a lot of little times where little me, bro, wanted to be seen and wanted to be appreciated and wanted to be like just shown that hey, like I care. And not that they didn't. Like trust me, my parents were really good, but like I said, reflecting on certain things that have made me certain ways, it's okay to be like, hey, like I should have got, I should have got a little bit more attention in certain aspects, or I should have been, I should have had someone there to be like, hey, like it's okay if you're not like your brother. Because like I said, it translates to when you're older. Like you want to be seen, and in high school too, having to do certain things because well, you have to be productive, or you can't. You have to be like your brother. Or you're not gonna do what I want you to do. Or great. Like it's always that little fucking power dynamic, and there was no one to tell me, "Hey, Jesus, like you're you, bro. Like fuck it. Like you're gonna do yourself. You're gonna do whatever you want to do, and that's the way it is." And this is just something that's popping up into my head right now. In middle school, I remember telling myself I I can't make friends, bro. Like, and it's kind of been hard for me ever since since middle school started. I think it's been really hard for me to make friends. Like, I've made friends, don't get me wrong, but it's been very hard to share more of myself, or like share all of me. Like, and to this day, a lot of people have not seen all of me, and maybe that's how it is. But then I see certain friendships, and it's like, dude, I'm sure those are like friends that you genuinely want and that are good for yourself. But it's always been hard because in middle school, for some reason, it was hard for me to make friends from the transition to from elementary to high school. I mean, from elementary to middle school, there was that gap of I don't know. I just was struggling to make friends, and I had my certain friends that went from my elementary to my middle school, so that helped. But it was hard to share me because I felt so reserved, or I felt so like I felt like I had to be a certain way, or I felt like I needed to only share certain sides of me because what if blank. I was always kind of protecting myself in this defensive way. That it's just like, no, dude, like Jesus, like you're okay. Like, yes, it was hard, and yes, you told yourself that story, and then continued repeating it to myself. Like, it's hard for me to make friends. I'm shy. It's hard for me to make friends through all of high school, where it's just like, well, I don't really need to be friends with these people. We just hang out all the time. So we would just hang out all the time. And then, well, there's that wanting to be seen, and it's like, okay, well, there's just, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this tangent. Um, it's more in the sense that, like, yeah, like I've always seek that external validation because I always, it always felt like what I was doing was wrong, even though it's what I wanted to do because it wasn't what someone else wanted me to do. So as I grew older, it was me seeking these things. Like, am I like, for example, like, is it right or I'm seeking praise for things that I'm doing or doing certain things just to be praised because I'm doing those things. And then that even translated even like now, like when was working out, like just maybe my mindset 3 months ago, working out versus where I'm at today. Like 3 months ago, that fucker was grinding and doing all that stuff for the same reason, to be seen, to be like, dude, like you're this person. This fucking podcast is me literally telling you about my life to be seen, bro. It's literally just it's that is the story of my fucking life. And that fucking book, dude, is just like okay, like, huh. That's that. That's why that's that. And it's like, holy fuck. Okay. I okay, that's why that's the way it is. But moving forward, it doesn't have to be like that anymore. So, yeah, like it doesn't have to be that way. And yeah, with that being said, man, look internally, please. There is so much there. And look into your behaviors. Why do you do certain things? You do certain things because you feel certain ways, and you feel certain way because blank. And you can you can map out why certain things are the way that they are. You know, just gotta look internally, be honest, and be okay with taking baby steps. Even the internal work is fucking baby steps, bro. And I don't know if that's the philosophy you want to subscribe to because I'm not at the success I want to be at yet. So this theory isn't confirmed. But I I think so, bro. Like, and I've seen it in like other, this isn't new stuff. Like, I'm not preaching you new ideas. This shit's people have said this before. So, there might be some truth to it, but let's go out there and try it for yourself, just like I'm doing it. Um, yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching the podcast and listening to the podcast. I want to have guests on here, and I will have guests on here. But dude, this is me versus myself, so hey, it is what it is, bro. It's not like people are lining up to fucking be here either. So it'll happen when it happens, and I know maybe it'll help me grow my podcast more by simply just doing more people. But I do this shit for myself and whoever wants to listen. You see the fucking gains though? Like I'm grinding. Yes. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know how to flex. I don't even know how to flex like that. But bruh, I don't know how to flex super good. But thank you so much for listening and watching and supporting. Your support means the world. If you'd like to like, comment, subscribe, it helps people see it more and helps YouTube do its fucking thing and push it out more. YouTuber shit. All right, thanks so much for watching the podcast. You see my eyes? They're red as fuck. Oh.